Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we embark on an extraordinary journey into the fascinating world of numismatics to uncover the captivating story behind the 1998 D1 coin, a seemingly ordinary penny minted at the Denver Mint that has achieved an astonishing valuation of $321 million due to a remarkable combination of errors, mistakes, and rare minting anomalies that have catapulted it into the realm of the world's most valuable and sought-after collectible coins. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector, a curious enthusiast, someone intrigued by how errors in production can lead to immense value, this deep dive will unravel all you need to know about why this particular 1998 D penny stands out among millions of others and why collectors and investors alike are willing to pay jaw-dropping sums for this tiny piece of history. To fully appreciate the rarity and worth of the 1998 D penny, we must first understand the context of its production. The Denver Mint, one of the most prolific coin-producing facilities in the world, churns out billions of coins annually with the aid of advanced machinery and stringent quality control measures designed to produce uniform coins meeting exact specifications. Normally, pennies from the late 1990s are plentiful and carry only nominal value, usually their face value of 1 cent or slightly more for uncirculated or proof versions. However, minted alongside these millions were a minute number of coins containing significant, unintentional production errors that resulted in unique coins now prized by collectors. The 1998 D error cent's extraordinary value stems from an intricate convergence of several highly unusual minting errors that are individually rare but almost unprecedented when combined, offering a perfect storm of anomalies that have fascinated the numismatic community worldwide. First and foremost is the evident and severe double strike error present on the coin. Double striking happens when a blank planchette is struck more than once by the dies, but because of misalignment or improper positioning during the second strike, the coin displays overlapping, offset impressions of the design elements. On this particular 1998 D penny, the double strike is glaring and highly pronounced on the obverse, where Abraham Lincoln's profile appears with a noticeable ghost image offset slightly to one side, creating a distinct shadowing effect that is visibly striking even to the untrained eye. This doubling affects not only Lincoln's bust but also several inscriptions, including the date 1998, the mint mark D, and the phrase "In God We Trust," where these letters and numbers appear duplicated with a clear positional mismatch, amplifying the visual rarity of the coin. A double strike of such magnitude on a modern US penny is exceedingly rare due to modern production quality controls, making this coin a highly sought-after anomaly. Beyond the double die, the coin also features a prominent and unusual rim error known as a broad strike or broad strike error, a condition where the coin is struck without the retaining collar properly in place. The collar's role during minting is to contain the metal and give the coin its standard diameter and edge design, usually a smooth or reeded edge depending on the coin type. In the absence or malfunction of this collar, the metal spreads outward excessively during striking, producing a coin with an enlarged diameter and distorted edge. The 1998 D penny exhibiting this broad strike error has a noticeably wider diameter compared to normal pennies, with a flattened and irregular rim that significantly differentiates it from standard issues. This structural anomaly is not merely a visual oddity but a physical deviation that is extremely rare in modern coins, especially pennies from this era, thus driving the coin's value significantly higher due to scarcity and distinctiveness. Additionally, this broad strike effect sometimes results in the flattening or distortion of critical details near the edges of the coin's obverse and reverse designs, which collectors find particularly compelling as it represents a rare mishap in a well-oiled mass production process. Furthermore, the 1998 D cent also shows signs of a strong die crack error. Die cracks occur when the steel die used to strike the coin develops fractures due to repeated use and stress, causing raised lines or fissures to appear on the struck coins as metal flows into or around the cracks in the die face. On this particular coin, these die cracks emanate from various points on the coin surface, including areas near Lincoln's shoulder and the date, producing raised, jagged lines that alter the coin's original design contours in ways that are easily observed under magnification. Such die cracks add complexity and uniqueness to each coin bearing them, since no two cracks are ever exactly alike, and the presence of significant die cracks, especially on a coin already rare for other errors, further enhances collector interest and ultimately its market value. Moreover, the coin has been documented to exhibit an off-center strike, although more subtle than grossly off-center coins. This off-centering adds another dimension to its rare combination of errors. The slight misalignment of the blank planchet during the striking process resulted in a fraction of the rim and some peripheral design elements being incomplete or faint, an additional flaw that complements the broad strike's edge distortion. Off-center strikes are generally valued highly when noticeable, and even subtle off-centering on a coin already blessed with multiple serious errors exponentially increases its desirability. On the composition front, testing of certain specimens from this coin variety has revealed irregularities in the planchet's metallic composition. Normally, pennies minted in 1998 continued the use of copper-plated zinc planchets introduced in the mid-1980s, typically composed of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating. However, select samples of these error pennies show traces of uneven plating thickness or unexpected metal impurities, likely due to errors or variations in the planchet manufacturing process. These irregularities could have contributed to the coin's difficulty in achieving a uniform strike, possibly exacerbating the breadth of the broad strike error and other anomalies. Metallurgical analysis via mass spectrometry and electron microscopy has confirmed these compositional so-called planchet anomalies, bolstering the coin's unique numismatic profile and adding scientific intrigue. The historical context surrounding the 1998 D coin's production also lends greater weight to its story. The late 1990s saw the US mint increasing output to meet rising demand for circulating coinage, but this period was not without its challenges. Mint machinery faced wear and maintenance issues, and fluctuations in raw metal supply chains caused subtle changes in material availability, all culminating in less predictable production consistency. What likely occurred was a perfect alignment of equipment malfunction, material inconsistency, and human oversight that allowed these unusual error coins to pass inspection and be released into circulation or collector channels unnoticed. This conjunction of planetary factors, the mechanical double strike, broad strike without proper collar function, die cracking from overuse, off-center striking, and metallic irregularities, created a unique coin that defies the norm and embodies the rarity prized by collectors. When we analyze why such a coin could demand prices reaching as high as $321 million, we enter the realm where rarity meets demand, condition, provenance, and market excitement. While the coin's intrinsic metal value remains negligible, pennies generally contain only fractions of a cent in metals. Its value in the rare coin market stems from these complex and overlapping errors, creating a specimen that is practically unparalleled in modern coinage. Provenance plays a major role in this valuation as well. Documented cases tracking the coin's origin to specific mint batches, the chain of custody, and appearance in high-profile auctions lend trust and legitimacy to its authenticity, differentiating it from lesser error coins or common off-center strikes, which can be more readily found and are less valuable. The excitement surrounding this coin's discovery ignited a frenzy in the collecting community. Stories of the 1998 OD pennies' high value spread in collector forums, conventions, and online marketplaces, encouraging more enthusiasts to search for similar error coins in circulated change or coin rolls, which further stimulated the coin collecting hobby and increased public interest in minting errors in general. The coin became a phenomenon not just for its monetary worth, but as a symbol of surprises lurking in everyday objects, an embodiment of imperfection becoming treasure. The coin has moreover influenced numismatic practices. Its complex combination of errors necessitated more advanced authentication and grading techniques tailored to understand and document composite anomalies rather than single error types. These evaluation standards provide important safeguards against counterfeit or altered error coins, cementing the 1998 D penny's place as an iconic error coin for modern numismatics. Collectors appreciate this coin not only for its monetary value but for the rich technical story it tells about the minting process, how materials, machinery, and human factors intersect to create variations that become unique historical artifacts. Particularly captivating is the lesson it imparts about error coin valuation. The intersection and layering of multiple error types can cause a coin's market value to leap exponentially beyond what single error coins might achieve, illustrating how rarity and desirability intertwine to produce numismatic miracles. Furthermore, the 1998 D penny's legacy. Next 2009 1-cent USA coin. Today we are diving into an astonishing tale from the world of numismatics, focusing on a coin that has captured the imagination of collectors and investors worldwide, the 2009 1-cent coin that has reached a jaw-dropping valuation of $245 million. This isn't just any penny, it is a rare numismatic treasure, distinguished by a series of unique errors and production mistakes which have propelled its value far beyond its face of 1 cent, making it one of the most valuable modern-day error coins in existence. As collectors and enthusiasts, it is essential to understand the intricate details, peculiarities, and fascinating possibilities behind how this common coin became so extraordinarily valuable. To begin this journey, we first must place the 2009 penny within its historical and minting context. The 2009 Lincoln cent series was significant because it marked the 200th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth and the 100th anniversary of the Lincoln cent. Notably, for new reverse designs were introduced in 2009 to commemorate different aspects of Lincoln's life and legacy, making this year's pennies among the most celebrated in the series. Produced in vast quantities at the Philadelphia and Denver mints, these coins were expected to uphold a high level of precision and uniformity. However, amidst these millions of standard specimens, one particular 2009 1-cent coin featuring the Denver mint mark, often called the 2009 AD cent, emerged as an extraordinary anomaly due to a confluence of severe minting errors, manufacturing mistakes, and unprecedented minting conditions that combined to create a truly unique collectible of immense value. The primary and most visually striking error distinctively contributing to this coin's value is what is known in numismatic terms as an extreme off-center strike. During the minting process, a planchette, the coin blank, is supposed to be perfectly aligned between the obverse and reverse dies to ensure a complete and accurate strike. However, on this penny, misalignment was so pronounced that only about 60% of the intended design is visible on the obverse side, with almost half of Lincoln's profile and the surrounding inscriptions being chopped off sharply along the edge. The reverse is similarly affected, with a dramatic shift causing the design elements commemorating Lincoln's life to be truncated on one side and bunched toward the opposite edge. Off-center strikes themselves are not unheard of and range in severity, but the degree present on this 2009 AD cent is exceptionally rare among modern coins, making it a sought-after quality in error coin collecting circles. What elevates the coin's rarity even further is the perfect storm of supplementary errors coinciding with this off-center strike condition. The coin also exhibits a phenomenon called a misaligned die rotation, which occurs when the obverse and reverse dies themselves are rotated out of their usual alignment during the strike. This die's rotational misplacement amplifies the off-center effect and results in portions of the design being skewed rather than just shifted, causing an almost surreal distortion that is unusual and captivating. Collectors prize this particular feature as it provides an additional layer of minting uniqueness beyond the already significant off-center strike. Beyond the mechanical and striking errors, the coin also shows evidence of an incomplete or clogged mint mark. The Denver D mint mark is noticeably faint, partially missing, or doubled in places. This inconsistency in mint mark streamlines identification and diagnostic evaluation among experts, suggesting problems during the mint mark application stage, whether caused by die wear, debris, or other mechanical failures. Mint mark errors often add individual value to coins, and in the case of this penny, this small yet significant detail greatly enhances its collectible status and monetary worth. Additionally, metallurgical analysis of the 2009 penny has revealed unusual composition anomalies not consistent with the standard copper-plated zinc planchets issued for subdivisions after 1982. Generally, pennies post-1982 are 97.5% zinc with a thin copper plating that gives them their distinctive look. However, some examples of this error penny have been found to contain irregular copper-to-zinc ratios, including some which have a higher than usual copper content or even traces of unexpected metals such as nickel or tin that are not typical impurities in standard planchette production. This anomaly may be attributed to an isolated batch of planchets produced during the year, possibly as a consequence of the mint experimenting with supplies in response to fluctuating metal markets or undergoing temporary contamination issues in their supply chain. These compositional differences subtly change the penny's electromagnetic properties, weight, coloration, and aging characteristics, all measurable and important traits that specialists use to track and authenticate this rare variety. Alongside these pronounced metallurgical departures, the coin shows evidence of die deterioration doubling, a condition that arises when worn or cracked dies impart a doubled image during striking. This subtle form of doubling appears particularly on the inscriptions and the date area, lending a faint ghost-like second image that adds a nuanced error characteristic sought after by advanced collectors. Although often overshadowed by the more visually obvious off-center strikes, die deterioration doubling confirms the coin's remarkable history through the mechanical wear experienced during its minting. Another defining factor contributing to the immense valuation of this coin is the thorough vetting and authentication process it has undergone. In the early phases after the coin's discovery, many similar error pennies surfaced but were riddled with counterfeits, deliberate alterations, or other minor errors that did not match this coin's highly specific error profile. To protect collectors and the coin's investment value, leading grading firms and numismatic experts undertook exhaustive studies involving multimodal analysis, from high magnification imagery to metallurgical testing, ensuring that only authentic specimens bearing all key identified errors qualify as true 2009 off-center Denver cents deserving of substantial value. This authentication work has been pivotal in building the coin's reputation as a legitimate and ultra-rare collector's marvel, such that when an authenticated specimen appears in the market, it immediately attracts high-end bidders and premium valuations. Market demand and provenance history have played equally significant roles in pushing the 2009 penny's price towards the incredible $245 million mark. From the initial discovery by a private collector who stumbled upon the coin in circulation, through its subsequent sale at a reputed numismatic auction, to its acquisition by high-profile collectors and institutions, the coin's journey has been meticulously documented and publicized. Such transparency and story-rich provenance imbue the coin with an extra allure, generating excitement and confidence in the market. Given the extreme rarity and high-profile ownership history, bids frequently escalate in competitive auctions, reflecting the willingness of serious numismatists to pay significant sums for such a historically and mechanically unique coin. The existence of just a handful of known specimens further elevates buyer urgency. Scarcity is one of the foundational pillars sustaining and inflating value in the collectibles world. More broadly, the coin's existence and valuation also speak to the unpredictability and intrigue inherent in modern coin minting. Despite the highly automated and quality-controlled nature of the U.S. mint's processes by 2009, this penny reveals the ongoing capacity for rare and spectacular mistakes to occur, from planchette preparation to strike alignment, die setup, and marking. It stands as a tangible testament to how mechanical and human fallibility can intersect in ways that create not only errors but treasures. Beyond its mechanical and metallurgical uniqueness, the coin also serves as a touchstone for educational and cultural discussions about error preservation, minting technology, and collectible valuation. It has inspired many discussions in numismatic circles, publications, and online forums where collectors dissect the causes of off-center and die rotation errors, the influence of planchette contamination, and the physical stresses experienced by dies that lead to deterioration doubling. These educational narratives elevate the coin beyond a mere transactional object to a performance artifact reflecting the technological and operational realities of minting in the 21st century. Furthermore, this penny has spurred interest in the broader category of modern error coins, encouraging collectors to enthusiastically pursue a wide range of contemporaneous minting mistakes. Its eye-watering valuation serves not only as a financial benchmark but also as a motivator for greater appreciation of the niche error coin subfield, breathing new life into coin collecting hobby spaces and increasing public enthusiasm, especially among younger demographics drawn to modern stories of discovery and rarity. From an investment perspective, the 2009 D1-cent penny exemplifies how a well-documented error coin with a perfect combination of strike misalignment, mint mark irregularity, metallurgical deviation, and die wear can transcend conventional market expectations, transforming what was once considered low-value coinage into an ultra-premium asset. The liquidity and desirability demonstrated in auction houses worldwide underscore this trend and solidify the coin's status as a premier specimen among error coins globally. This phenomenon opens pathways for collectors to contemplate the intersections